Hi, I'm Miriam Siegel, the Uncoach, and I'm here to tell you that I've been keeping secrets. I want to let you know that it wasn't an intentional keeping secrets, and I want to explain what I mean. So, about 25 years ago, it might have been longer than that, I went to have my horoscope done or sort of a reading done, something like that. I just wanted to know what it was all about. And it was a well-known person, so I had some trust in what the person would bring forward, or at least how it would work. And at one point, the person said to me, "You have profound spiritual experiences, and you don't tell anybody about them." And I thought, okay. I had no idea what he was talking about. There was something about it that rang true, but I didn't really know what he meant. And he didn't say anything more, and I didn't ask. So I just left it. And as I usually do, when I don't understand something, I know that I will eventually understand it. So I just didn't make a fuss about it. So fast forward about 25 years or so, I'm not sure of the exact time it was. And I'm having a conversation with a few of the members of the Presence Posse. And if you haven't heard of the Presence Posse, that's a podcast that I do together with 5 other presence practitioners. So I was speaking with 2 of the presence practitioners, Dr. 𝗧𝗵𝗵 and Bobby Cobb. And Fred was telling a story about Byron Katie and being present in the moment. And he was telling, I won't be able to tell the story exactly how he told it, but he was talking about how she had the experience of being so in the moment that when she went to drive her car, her keys magically appeared in front of her, at which time she put them in her pocket. And then when she went out to her car, her keys magically appeared in her pocket. And she realized that being that much in the moment might not be helpful, I guess you could put it, or useful to general life. So as he was telling this story, I was listening, very intrigued, and yeah. And when he gets to the punchline, he's describing the situation, gets to the punchline, like I was waiting for some sort of revelation. And if you've ever heard Fred tell a story, Fred's a really good storyteller. So at least for me, I'm always listening intently to what Fred says. So he gets to the end of the story, and I'm sitting there going, so? And after a while, I realized that that was the kind of thing this guy over 25 years ago had been referring to about my having had profound spiritual experiences and not telling anyone about them. Because for me, the story was, yeah, so it's like, okay, that's familiar. I know about that, but I'd never said anything. And so it suddenly hit me that I probably should tell people about those kinds of experiences. And realizing that there were a few things in the mix. One of which was that I had been speaking to coaches for many years, and coaches telling me, you can't say it like that, you have to say it like this, or put it this way, or do it this way. And my trying to sort of fit into their frameworks and speaking in the language that they recommended, because it was kind of my understanding that you would understand it better if I said it that way, the way they were recommending. It never felt right. And if anybody's ever watched The Presence Posse, you'll notice, and I do recommend it, you'll notice every once in a while, my words get jumbled. Like I seem to sort of go on because I'm looking for a way to say things that I think will be in a way you understand. based on what I've been told, how I've been told I should say things, or even what I should say. So without realizing it, I've been keeping secrets, and I've been speaking in a way that I thought would be helpful to you. And then suddenly landing in this situation where I understand that it was no, it's just not, it's not me. It's not the way I speak. And my experiences can't really be put into another framework because they don't fit into that framework. So this is really to let you know that. And also, once that happened, once I realized, once I sort of understood what these profound spiritual experiences were, I had a language for them that was my own, that just, when I start talking, I just talk about them, and that's the way it is, because it's my experience. If I'm trying to put my words and describe my experiences in someone else's language and someone else's framework, it doesn't come out right. It doesn't quite fit. And I would imagine I would seem a little bit wishy-washy, and maybe not even, like, something would be off. Something might seem off. So I also now understand what kinds of experiences are the ones he was referring to. So I will be talking about those. One of the things I'm going to mention here now, which is kind of like a flip side to Fred's talking about Byron Katie's experience, that experience of being so in the moment that it's almost like there is no coherent thread from experience to experience. It would be kind of like waking up in the morning and having to learn that this is here, that you are here, and then having to learn how to get up, having to learn how to walk, or that you can walk and magically you can walk, or how do I brush my teeth? How do I speak? Do I know the language? Or when I speak, it's like, wow, I know a language. How do I know how to connect the words together? So there would be a lot of things that would be so in the moment that there would be no coherence to it, which could be a good thing. I'm not discounting that. I'm just going to now bring an example of a way where it can be kind of bypassing. So, and I don't want to judge anything or put labels on it, but that's, that is one way that this kind of behavior is referred to, is bypassing. So, when people who are supposedly in the moment, living in the moment, being only in the moment, an example of this would be a person who has violent outbursts. I'm speaking from experience. So this person has violent outbursts. And at no point does this person take responsibility for those outbursts. The explanation is, for example, I wasn't allowed to express anger when I was younger, so now I'm expressing anger. Okay. No apology. And when asked about it, the response is then, well, that moment is no longer. That's in the past. It's not the present. I'm in right now. I'm only in right now. So the experience then is, I don't refer to anything that has been. I'm only in connection with what is now, and right now I'm not having a violent outburst. So there is no responsibility to take. There is no apology to be made. There's no ownership of it. And what I find interesting about that kind of experience is that in this particular case, The person refers to the past when it suits the person. So I wasn't allowed to express anger when I was younger, so now I'm expressing anger. So then it's okay to refer to the past. But when another person is then approaching and saying, I felt really hurt by what you said or how you did or whatever, then the person is, that is no longer happening now. So there's nothing to talk about. So that could be referred to as being in the moment and also considered spiritual bypassing. It's a way to avoid accountability, is another word for it. So I wanted to just illustrate kind of two sides to the same coin. I guess in a way with Byron Katie, I'm not analyzing Byron Katie's experience or anything, but there's the coming out to the car, knowing where the car is, right? So there's obviously some sort of platform there. And then there's the magical experience of, oh, there are keys in my pocket. So I wasn't there, so I don't know what really happened. I'm just bringing it as an example. And I just want to let you know that I will be showing up every once in a while, and probably to begin with quite often, to share some of my experiences, not really knowing, having any particular intention other than to speak them. And then we'll see where this goes, because I honestly don't know. And you are, of course, welcome to contact me and write comments, ask questions about any of this. I do suggest you follow along, though, because this was kind of a beginning indication, but I've got some real doozies coming, and I really, really think you're going to want to hear them. I really, really do. So pay attention. I just might be about to rock your world, whether you like it or not.